Alrighty, this is Escape Velocity. I'm Crypto Pio. We are doing a NiftyGateway drop watch right here. It is going to be a quick one. There's only one drop, and I'm in a little bit of a rush, so let's get right into it. This week is a really good week to pay attention to the NiftyGateway market. If it's something that like you've been casually paying attention to, or something that you're new to and you're just getting into now, this week, I'm not kidding, is a really interesting week for NiftyGateway. There are a lot of OG artists, a lot of, kind of legendary NiftyGateway artists that are going to be dropping this week. Today is one of them. It's Goldweard. And if we look at the drop schedule for the rest of the week, there's a lot of big names. When we look at the rest of the week, we've got Hackatow. Of course, it's not published on the site right now, but the bottom line is this week has a lot of heavy hitters. We had a heavy hitter, a relatively heavy hitter just for the art world period, get canceled on Saturday. I'm not sure what the story is there, but Kenny Scharf, who I just saw in the Jean-Michel Basquiat exhibit at the Museum of Fine Arts, was canceled. So I don't know what the story is, but yeah, let's focus on today's drop, which is by Goldweard. Teaming up with Logan Nelson, who I'm assuming is a musician. I don't know who he is. And the name of the drop is Crystal Orchestra. And so the idea of this drop is that this is the first collaboration, the first major classical music NFT. The classical orchestra bridges together the performances of 15 live musicians together in the form of crystal instruments. So if you followed Goldweard at all, you know that the crystal theme, like crystal digital sculptures, is the theme of all of his pieces. So this is very much so in line with Goldweard's brand as an artist. We've seen him do this before. He's continuing to build on this crystal sculpture theme. And it's definitely some cool stuff. So we've got a bunch of musical instruments: bass, bassoon, celeste, French horn, cello, clarinet, flute, harp, oboe, timpani, trombone, trumpet, tuba, viola, violin, ensemble strings, ensemble brass, ensemble winds, ensemble harp, celeste, timpani. So they are all drawings for $1,000 for each instrument, and then the ensembles are you have to bid on them. And there's also these like floating composer hands right here that are pretty cool. The most interesting thing about this drop tonight is that I think this is the first time that we've seen a drop that had royalties set at 0% for life. So we've seen royalties set at like 20%. We've seen some artists actually increase the royalty, which makes a lot of collectors mad. But this is very much so, this 0% is in line with the theme of collectors waking up to the fact, artists waking up to the fact that collectors are looking for more support. And a lot of collectors have felt violated by artists that have like kind of done money grab type techniques. I'm not going to name names, but there's definitely some artists out there that collectors have turned their backs on, so to speak. So I'll be very curious. The mint count on all of these is 16 with one given away. So it's really 15. So look, $1,000, 15 mint count. That's a bet on Goldweard. That's a bet that I'd take with this 0% fee. So can I enter these, or is it? No, it's not open yet. It opens in 10 minutes. So I'm going to enter. I'm going to enter all of them. Because I think that these will appreciate. If these don't appreciate, we're going to be in a bad place. We're going to be in a really bad place if these don't appreciate with a 0% resale fee, $1,000 on a mint of 15, Goldweard, brand name musician, first classical NFT, on brand artwork by the artist. This is one that I would definitely bet on if I was looking to bet on a piece that's going to appreciate. It's also very cool. I hope I win the Celeste for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's going to open in 9 minutes. I think that there's going to be a lot of drawings. I actually accurately picked the number of open editions from the drops on Friday, which I was like pretty proud of, the mint count. So I'm like getting pretty good at this from doing it every day. My prediction for these drawings is that there's going to be a ton of entries. Like, I don't think that it's going to, I think it's going to be greater than like 5-1 odds. Like, I think there's going to be at least 5x. I mean, there's only 15. So probably actually like well over 200 to 500 entries into each, I think. But then again, the fact that there's so many pieces is another factor that you have to keep keep in mind. It's like relatively low mint counts, but at the same time, there's quite a few different pieces. So look, this is going to be a big case study. We're going to want to know how many how the performance of this drop is as an indicator. We have the 0% commission for the artist, or royalty fee for the artist moving forward. And then we have, $1,000 price point with 15 mints on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, 15 different NFTs. It's going to be really interesting. And then obviously the 4 auctions on top of that. So yeah, I mean, look, your guess is as good as mine at the performance of these. I'm going to at least enter the Celeste, the harp, maybe the timpani. I don't know. I got to take a closer look, but I'm going to at least enter 3, 4, 5 of them for sure. But I'm also going to pay attention to how many people are entering. If there's not that many people that are entering, I'm probably not going to enter. So yeah, a lot going on in the NFT space right now with, collectors being mad. I mean, if you look at this, Bitcoin Angel's down to 1455. I look at Bitcoin Angel as like a tell on how the general Nifty Gateway market's doing in a lot of ways. Money has flowed into Pax Cube, and it's staying there. I own this piece. I think it's so bad it's good. I don't know why 2 people just bought this. I got Kevin the Screen Killer chatting me. What's up, Kevin? Is the 0% only on Nifty Gateway, or is it built onto the contract NFT? Kevin, I think the answer to that is that it's built into the contract / NFT. I've heard that you're able to take these pieces off of Nifty Gateway and put them on OpenSea to get around the artist commission royalty, but I'm actually not positive that that's 100% true. So my thought is, well, yeah, let's put it this way. For this one, it's 100% true that there's 0% royalty ever. That's built into the contract, and that wouldn't apply to what I just talked about with OpenSea. So I hope that answered your question. I hope you're still watching, buddy, and I appreciate you contributing on chat. I hate to cut this so short, guys, but I am going to jump off right now. I know it's a really short one. I have a bunch of stuff to do in preparation of an interview that I'm doing on the Nifty Culture YouTube channel that you guys should subscribe to, of Matthew Jordan Smith. This is really special to me. I'm going to kind of rant here for a second, but this is special to me because I'm a music video director, and thus I've done a lot of photography in my life. Like, I've spent many hours of my life trying to get better at photography and studying photography and working with people, to do portrait photography specifically, which is what I consider myself best at. And I'm interviewing an unbelievable portrait photographer in like 2 hours. He did this, like, these are famous pictures, I think. I feel like I've seen these pictures before. This is Destiny's Child. That's Common. That's Lionel Richie. That's Oprah Winfrey. Queen Latifah. Like, this guy has taken Zendaya. This guy is Angela Bassett. He's really taken pictures of the who's who of big name celebrities. Like, I'm really blown away. Tyra Banks. And so I just have so many questions for this guy. Like, he's working with these people that are just so big. I can't even wrap my head around it. So that's happening in 2 hours. Watch it on the Nifty Culture YouTube. And I will drop watch every drop this week because this week is crazy. So tune in every day. Thanks for watching, everyone. Yeah, thanks, Malachi. And Kevin saying, so are you going to NFT Culture right off after this? So Kevin, I'm doing the Nifty Culture interview at 8:45 Eastern. So it's in 2 hours, but I have to eat food and do some stuff in preparation, but I'm really excited for it. You guys should all watch it. And I will see you at 8:45 on the Nifty Culture channel. See you guys.